Good evening, Greyhounds. My name is Addy, Modrall, and I'm your pre-show host for tonight. The Lady Hounds are facing Zionsville Lady Eagles in the varsity gym. Now, for some key players, we have from Zionsville, Emily Hahn. She's currently one of the hardest players to defend for the Greyhounds, with leading at 17.3 points per game and 3.5 rebounds per game. However, on the Lady Hound side, we have Mackenzie Woods. She is our dominant defense. She is currently at 12 rebounds, as well as 14 turnovers, so we shall see some good back and forth between these two players. Now, let's break down these numbers between these two teams. For the points per game, Carmel has a total of 55.3, with Catlin leading at 10.3 points per game. Zionsville's at 58.5. Now, with rebounds, Carmel's at 20.6, with Terry leading with 12, and Zionsville's at 29.3. Finally, with assists and turnovers, Carmel's at 12 with Mackenzie Woods is 12 points, and Zionsville's just up there a little bit with 12.8. And with turnovers, we're at 15, very high with Mackenzie Woods is 14, a little bit above Zionsville's 13.3. We shall see some good face-off between these Zionsville Eagles, and now we're going to send it over to a break.
Today we've got a great matchup between the Carmel Greyhounds and the Zionsville Eagles. Noah, how are you feeling tonight?
Yeah, Dashaun, it's great to be here. We got a great matchup, I think, in store for tonight. Two teams sort of bouncing back, both with winning records. Carmel's at 2-1 right now. Zionsville's sitting at 3-1, so it's early, but both teams showing a lot of promise. Dashaun, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, and I think we've got a great matchup ahead of us. Let's talk about Carmel's last game, where they came out of the game winning 62-34. You know, slow offensively in the first half, but they were able to come back strong in the second half and come out with a dominating win. What else can you add about that game?
Yeah, Carmel dropped their first one to open the season, but since then it's been 2 straight wins, hoping to tack on a third one tonight. But like you said, a fairly dominant win last game. Three-point ball has been falling for this Hound team. That's been pretty much their big strong suit, and the defense has been spectacular as of recent. Like I said, a bit of a skid to start the year, but since then they've dialed in, they've focused, and it's been a really fun team to watch.
Very, very true. A very fun and very defensive team. Just in last game, the team had a whopping 20 steals, 7 of them coming from Keaton Gowan herself. 2 other players were able to tack on 3 steals. The defense is amazing. We even saw a hint of it in the JV game. Carmel really loves to run a high press, which can force lots and lots of turnovers. But let's flip the switch, and with just a minute left in this game, let's talk a little bit about Zionsville's offense.
As Zionsville's offense, we mentioned it's very comparable to Carmel. All around the entire team is very comparable. Zionsville is 3-1 on the season, so very much in the win column, hoping to continue to tack on to that. They've been scoring way more than Carmel has. The defense has been a little bit lackluster on their side, so hoping that if Carmel can keep their defense sharp, that's going to be the stop for Zionsville tonight. But going back to Carmel, they had a rough season last year for those of you who have been following for that long. And with the new coach, Rick Riesinger, we've seen a bit of a culture change where this offense has been, gelling together a little bit better. So far, a major difference comparing to last season.
Very, very true. And we are just a couple minutes away from tip-off. This should be a great matchup. But before this game starts, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, this Carmel team has a lot of upperclassmen leadership. There's a lot of seniors and juniors. You got Keaton Gatlin, you got Mackenzie Woods, Riley McBride. Those are all juniors. Lots of leadership and a lot of experience on this team. So that's going to be sort of the theme for this whole season, is the leadership shining through.
Very, very true, lots of senior leadership on this team, and you know that really results in more disciplined offense, and that may be the reason for the improved start to the season compared to last year. You know, last year's team was pretty young. Now a lot of these players are older. They've got a whole other year under their belt, and the team just looks more comfortable out there. You know, they've been doing this for years, and it really shows. Their teamwork, their chemistry, everything has really improved since last year.
Definitely. I think we're in for a great one, as it is You Glow Girl night here at the Eric Clark Activity Center. Fans wearing neon throughout the stands. You love to see that, Dashaun?
Yes, you love to see the spirit out here for the Greyhounds. The gym is a little bit more full than normal, and we love to see that, especially for a basketball game. Here in the Eric Clark Activity Center, it can get loud, and the energy is very, very positive for these basketball games.
Especially playing a team like Zionsville, where in every sport there's a little bit of bad blood between Carmel and Zionsville. So when you have that visiting rival coming in, it's great to see a good fan base showing out.
Very, very true, and we are glad that the fans showed out tonight, because this should be an amazing game. Neither of these teams wanting to pick up that second loss, so the defenses in both of these teams should be pretty intense, should be hopefully a down-to-the-wire game.
Junior Mackenzie Woods, recognize the social studies teacher, Mrs. Ellery. Senior Ava Carter would like to thank her math teacher, Mr. Stigley. English teacher, Miss Baelish, accompanies senior Jamie Elliott. Senior Megan Hahn would like to thank Mr. Moser. Chief Gamblin has invited English teacher, Mrs. Lovett. Senior Brooke Warren would like to thank English teacher, Mrs. Malloy. Fans, let's hear it for all these wonderful Carmel High School educators.
win.
Introducing tonight's opponent, the Zionsville Eagles. At 46 junior number 12, Caroline Sampson.
Got it.
And on 7 freshman number 33, Kinsey Chapman. And on senior number 13, Emma. And on senior number 3, Lee.
Still just moments away from tip-off here on CHTV. I am Boudouris with Dashaun Barnes. Still a great evening to be with you as we introduce the starting lineups for both sides. Dashaun, anything else to add before we get started?
Not much, but as Carmel took a moment to appreciate some great students, let's take a moment to appreciate a great player, Mackenzie Woods, who's made a difference on both sides of the ball. You know, she's been clutch in moments where she needs to be. She does a great job. She's done a great job. She's done a great job initiating the offense, able to take down lots of shots, get to the basket. She really does whatever she wants to on the court.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of consistency. The strength of this Carmel team is that there are spark plugs that do exceptionally well, depending on the game. But looking up and down this lineup, there's a lot of names that can put up big numbers night in and night out. So that's one of the strengths of this Carmel team is that it is very deep, and there's a lot of players that can contribute in a positive way night in and night out.
Very, very true, and that is a recipe for a winning team. When you've got multiple players that can put the team on their back when they need to, the type of players that take shots that nobody else wants to take, when you've got multiple of those spark plugs, it creates for a very dynamic offense that can feed off multiple situations in multiple different teams.
As we finish starting lineups here at the Eric Clark Activity Center, the starting 5 for both sides will come to center court. It'll be Lauren Perry taking the tip for the Hounds. Caroline Sampson doing it for Zionsville. Tip is won by Zionsville. At the top of the key is Emma Hahn. She's driving, trying to make some room. Gets it over to the wing. It's Caldwell. Caldwell back over. Shot is up. No good. Rebound Fisher. A little bit of contact. Fisher trying to push tempo. She swings it back to the top of the key. Woods, she drives. Cannot finish. Rebounded by Caroline Sampson.
In the last possession we saw for Zionsville, we should see a lot of that. Carmel loves to trap. Zionsville's probably going to keep kicking it out to their shooters and attempting long-range shots.
As Emma Hahn has it. Slows it down a little bit, tries to reset her offense. Pick comes from Caroline Sampson. Hahn driving, pushes it out to the corner. Back to her, her shot's up. No good. Rebounded by the Eagles. Straight up and no good. Another offensive rebound. Hahn with it, she swings it to the wing. Down low in the corner, fouled and won. Caroline Sampson gets the scoring started for both sides.
And Hahn and Sampson have been very active to start this game. Hahn's already got 2 threes taken, and Sampson gets on the board here, going to the line for a 3-point play.
The extra one is no good. Mackenzie Woods takes it across the court for the Hounds. She stutters, gives to Shepard. Shepard trying to find some windows. Gets it into the corner for Berkwine. Over to Perry. Her shot is good.
And that's great to see for the Greyhounds. It looks like the Eagles were going very, very tight on the interior, almost daring Carmel to take the shot. And their first 3 is up and in, kind of concerning for the Eagles defense here.
Fed into the post and out of bounds. It'll be Carmel ball. Sampson just couldn't hold on to it. Taryn Fisher will take it across. She gives it to Woods. Woods over into the corner for Perry. Back to the top of the key for Berkwine. Fisher with it on the wing. Fisher driving. Back to Woods. Woods trying to turn on the Jets. Back to Taryn. She has this trip from her. And a foul is going to be called.
Some great defense there by the Eagles, able to successfully trap and surprise Fisher there with a quick trap there, able to get their first turnover of the game.
Yeah, Emma Hahn had the strip and then went down when Fisher tried to recover, so it'll be Eagle ball. On works on the left side, brings it back to the top of the key. And they're going to call an offensive foul with a moving screen.
So far early in this game, you can tell that both of these teams really want this game. Carmel's been aggressive on the defense with some high traps, and the Eagles have been very good on the boards, already racking up multiple offensive rebounds.
Fisher will take it, top of the key, over to Perry. Now to Woods. Slowing it down at the top of the key. Carmel having issues trying to penetrate. Now it's Fisher. Back out to Berkwine. Now to Woods. Guarded tightly. Woods drives. She can't finish. Thinks there's a foul. Gets her own rebound. Woods pulls up. No good. Rebound Fisher. And it's taken back by the Eagles. Fast break now. Faith Leedy tries to feed it in. Excellent defense by Lauren Perry. It will remain Eagle ball with some quick hands, stops the fast break.
And just a little over 3 minutes into this game, this was foreshadowing the type of game I expected this to be. A very high energy, close fought game. This game is really going to come down to what teams can make the big moments at the big times.
Shot by Caroline Sampson's no good. Rebounded by the Hounds. Pushing the tempo is Shepard. She goes up. And they're going to call it on the floor.
Caroline Sampson. Her first, she's second in the quarter.
Fisher with it. Over to Perry in the corner. Trying to get it back to Fisher. She's not there. Now it's Berkwine. Shepard with it. Resets. Mackenzie Woods trying to find an open teammate. Now it's Lauren Perry. Berkwine, she's got some open room. She goes up and gets it.
And that was a great bucket by Berkwine, but it looks like the Eagles almost have Carmel figured out defensively. You know, lots of repetitive offensive sets. Zionsville been doing a great job defensively.
And a travel by Mackenzie Chapman swings it right back to Carmel.
In for Carmel.
Mackenzie Woods is subbed out of the game for Carmel, so now let's see if the offense changes any without her on the floor.
Keaton Gatlin in, she has the ball. Feeds it down to Berkwine, wide open, and she finishes for two more. Timeout called by Zionsville.
And those are the adjustments for Carmel you really like to see. They're trying to go in on the drive. They see that the Eagles aren't letting that go, so they go to a little give and go, which works perfectly for the easy bucket. Berkwine gets on the board with another easy layup, putting her up to 4 points early in this game.
Yeah, we've seen some strength from the Zionsville's defense so far, but the adaptability of Carmel's offense has shown through. Already a 5-point lead, and in this sort of atmosphere, that first time out from a visiting team is always very exciting. So Hound's sort of using that energy, hoping to tack on to this lead.
Very, very true. As the crowd would have seen, the Greyhounds sort of commemorated very high energy here early, and this is really what you love to see, especially against a tough opponent like the Eagles.
3:42 to play in the first quarter. Emma Hahn takes it cross court for the Eagles. Over to Leedy. Now back to Hahn. Trying to drive, there's nobody there. Back to Leedy. And it's Hahn again. Leedy again. working it around these wings with these two guards. It's Hound into the corner. Fed into the post and broken up by the Hounds, and it'll be Carmel ball.
And this is one of the most impressive zones I've seen played. You know, they're bringing that trap and they're being aggressive, but they're still staying conservative enough to force Zionsville to make the right plays. They're really struggling when it comes to beating this Carmel zone. Let's see if they can adjust throughout this game.
Brooke Koresh checks in for Zionsville, the only true center between both these teams. As Shepard feeds it, gets it right back to her, shakes off her defender. Now back to Berkline. Berkline driving. Over to Gatlin. Gatlin's shot is short. Rebounded by Chapman. Fisher guarding tightly. On the wing for Hahn. Back out, top of the key. Shot is up. No good from Caldwell. Rebounded. And that's 2 points from Mackenzie Chapman. Taryn Fisher with it, trying to push the tempo. Perry's shot is up. And it's good.
And that is the second three for Perry in this game. She's 2 for 2. They're forcing the Eagles to set up, which would open up a lot more outlets for Carmel's offense. That is a big shot right there.
Both teams trying to work really fast as Koresh travels, and it's another turnover from the Eagles, and Carmel's just rolling right now.
And they are rolling, and one of their players is right back in with some fresh legs. They can really take the top off this game right here at the end of this first quarter.
Borkline with it. Gets it back to Woods. Woods slowing it down. Now it's Perry. Back to Woods. Thought about shooting it. Now it's Perry. She will shoot it. And it's just short.
And she almost went 3 for 3 from 3 to start this game. A good look, just wasn't able to knock it down.
Fast break now for Zionsville. The pass is deflected and out of bounds. It'll stay right here. Some great fast break defense from the Hounds.
And great defense overall this whole quarter. Zionsville is being held to just 4 points with a little under 2 minutes left in this quarter.
Inbounded to Chapman. She feeds it into the corner. Shot is up by Caldwell, and it's good. Carmel increasing tempo. Woods with it, gets it over to Shepard. Now back to Woods.
Perry's floating over in the corner open. You'll want to keep your eye on her.
Shepard on the wing. Now to Fisher. Fisher's double team. Then there it's Perry. Shot by Woods is no good. Rebound Koresh. Zionsville's moving now. Under the basket, and they're going to call a foul on Lauren Perry. 1:02 to play here in the first quarter.
Lauren Perry, her first team third of the quarter. Shipley Elliott, in for the Lady Greyhounds.
And just like we talked about earlier, this Carmel team's got lots of depth. They're making frequent timeouts, which is keeping the legs on the floor fresh, which is why their defense has so much energy so far.
Hahn with it into the corner. Back out to the top of the key. Shot is up. No good. Rebound. And put back in for 2 more is Brooke Koresh.
And Zionsville continues to dominate the glass, especially offensively.
Shepard driving. It's blocked by Emma Hahn. Zionsville on a fast break. Leedy over to Chapman. Now to Allie Caldwell. Hahn with it. Driving. Gets it to her center. Nice and easy, but no good. Offensive rebound, shot is up. And another miss from Caldwell. Rebound by Isabel Shepard. She goes straight up, and she's fouled. 2 shots coming for Isabel Shepard, and a chance to extend this Carmel lead to 3.
And this has been a phenomenal game so far. I feel like just 30 seconds ago I said Zionsville only had 4 points, and now they're up to 9. Just a 1-point game, a quick swing of momentum. This game's going to be all about runs and hitting big shots.
First free throw is good from Shepard. They'll put all 4 defenders for Carmel back for the last 16 seconds. Shepard goes 1 for 2 on the line. Caldwell has it across the court for Zionsville. 10 seconds to play here in the first. Caldwell driving. Hit, and she travels. 2.6 on the clock for Carmel to work with, and a possibly costly turnover from Zionsville. Inbound to Perry. Shot is up, and she gets it.
What a shot at the buzzer. 3 threes in the first quarter for her. She is on fire.
Yeah, Lauren Perry, one of the tallest players on the court, but the best shooter by far. Like you said, already 3 shots made, and as soon as she had that, we knew it was going in. So what a start in the first quarter for Carmel, up by 5, 8 minutes in.
And what a play that was. First of all, the pass was great. They were able to get a bounce before the ball landed into her hands, which saved just enough time on the clock for her to dribble, get into her spot, and knock down a shot. Yeah. What a way to end the quarter for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, excellent job from Lauren Perry, keeping her composure. A lot of players will get the pass with knowing they had that last second shot, and they just heave it up there. But she got the bounce pass, took a dribble, took a breath, and made the shot clean.
Very, very true. Impressive use of clock work. You know that clock doesn't start until you touch the ball. So that 4 seconds the clock showed her, the 3 seconds really turned into about 6 when you count the bounce.
Excellent back and forth game so far as we head into the second quarter. Both teams defending well.
Just like you said, both of these teams have been playing phenomenally on the defensive end. But what Zionsville has done phenomenally in this game is control the glass. I've said it all night, but they've got way too many offensive rebounds. Carmel's really got to crack down on that.
Mackenzie Woods will bring it in. She's got Borkwine. Now back to Woods. Woods driving, too many defenders there. Over to Perry. Now back to Woods. She pulls up. No good. Rebound by Zionsville, and they're going to call her for a travel.
And that's just a little bit of a oopsie there, tripping on her own teammate, maybe a miscommunication.
Chapman tripped a little bit, and you know when you roll over, they're going to call that for a travel every time. So stays here for Carmel ball. Perry inbounding. Gets it out to Woods. Borkwine now. Got
Perry floating open on the right wing.
Gets it to Perry. Perry shoots, and it's good.
And Zionsville might have to switch to a man-to-man scheme here because she is just absolutely torching them here early in this game.
Fed down low, broken up, but falling out of bounds is Jamie Elliott, so it'll stay here for Zionsville. Excellent effort. Passes into Chapman. Her shot is good. 2 more for Chapman. Woods with it. Over to Perry. And another one for Lauren Perry.
Oh my gosh, they need to switch to man. She is having a night. I don't know what the record is for threes in this gym, but it may be broken here tonight.
10 minutes in and already 2 timeouts from Andy McGuire of Zionsville. He knows there's a switch has to be made. You gotta guard Lauren Perry. She is too hot tonight for Zionsville to handle.
Very, very true. And what you see is Carmel really likes riding the hot hand. Just like you said, they don't have to rely on any player because they have so many weapons on this offense. You saw Ava Carter come down, set that pin down screen, and scream to Mackenzie to get the ball to Perry because she knows with the night she's having tonight, she's probably going to knock down that shot.
Yeah, we didn't even mention Laura Perry in the pregame, but like we said, so many players on this roster are adaptable. They're able to adjust. And so if Lauren Perry is that player tonight, that's totally okay with this Carmel team because they have so much depth and so much versatility throughout the roster.
And that's not even at all just one player having a good night. When players like Perry are shooting like this is when they have to bring more players out to the perimeter, which allows players like Mackenzie to get into the paint and get easy buckets like we saw in the first quarter.
Coming out of the timeout, Emma Hahn will take it for the Eagles. Gets around her pick, feeds it out, shot is up from Caldwell. No good, rebound Carmel. Mackenzie Woods driving, tries to feed it, passes too strong. And it'll go right back to Zionsville. Hahn brings it to her left side corner. Now back to the top of the key. Pick coming from Koresh. Driving and no good is Emma Hahn's layup. Perry with it, gets it to Borkwine. She has it tipped. Elliott couldn't hold on. Now it's Chapman driving, and she'll finish for a fast break layup. Jimmy Elliott now. Tempo really picking up here. Mackenzie Woods with it. Now it's Borkwine. And they're going to call her for a travel.
And it looks like although Perry's already hit 5 threes, it doesn't look like there's been a defensive adjustment made. She had lots of space on that possession. Zionsville still daring Carmel to take those perimeter shots after taking 5 of them.
Hahn is the court general. She'll drive it up. And they'll call a foul on the floor.
Carmel foul on Melby, her second team search to the quarter.
Borkwine with her second foul.
Caroline Simpson returning for Zionsville. Taryn Fisher returning for Carmel.
Taryn Fisher back in. That's great news for Carmel. Caldwell inbounds it for the Eagles. Chapman with it. Calls up a pick. She goes around. Pass is way off target, and it'll be Carmel ball. Woods taking her time. Feeds it down low for Elliott. Back to Woods. She's driving. And double team and a turnover from Mackenzie Woods. Zionsville on the fast break now. Feeding down low. And 2 more from Mackenzie Chapman. Fisher with it. She has a block that she goes up. Out to Shepard. It's way too strong. Rebound Zionsville.
And this game is really starting to heat up now. Both teams going straight back down the court after every possession. This is a very fast-paced game, just as we predicted in the pregame show.
They're going to call Taryn Fisher for a reach-in on Chapman. I didn't quite see that. As Megan Ham checks in for the Hounds.
And it looks like Carmel has switched to a man-to-man defense.
Hahn pulls up. No good. And the ball finds its way out of bounds for a Greyhound ball. Carmel's got about half their second unit on the court right now. Woods with it on the left side. Doing tricks with her opponent. Now it's Ham. Over to Shepard. Now back to Mackenzie Woods. Megan Ham with it, brings it back to center court. Isabel Shepard trying to get around her defender. She's double teamed, backs up, pulls up, and it's no good. Rebound Woods. Straight up, no good.
And although Carmel wasn't able to come up with a shot there, they really took their time there. They know they've got a slight lead, so every possession counts. They're really trying to get the best shot they can on every possession.
Trying to feed down low is Zionsville. Excellent defense by the Hounds, sticking some hands out there as Caldwell's driving and Shield will go to the line.
Although Carmel has dominated this game all night, if you were to be watching without the score, Zionsville's got a chance to cut that lead down to 3.
First free throw from Allie Caldwell is good.
Allie Caldwell on the line, shooting 1.
And Caldwell's perfect at the line. Mackenzie Woods over to Shepard. Shepard's shot off the top of the backboard. Excellent rebound by Mackenzie Woods, and she puts it back in.
And what a play right there. Although she struggled to get it started here this game, she's still going to get her buckets whichever way they come. And if that's an offensive rebound and a putback like that, she'll take it.
Yeah, an excellent use of the reach. Chapman driving. A reverse is no good. They're going to call a jump ball. Staying right here for the Eagles. As Brooke Koresh checks back in. You'll see when Koresh is in, they try to work it into the post as much as they can because she is far bigger than everybody else on the court.
Very, very true. And I wonder how they're going to guard Perry, because I don't know if she's going to be able to keep up with her.
Chapman has it, trying to drive. In the corner for Leedy. Leedy brings it back out to the wing. Leedy slows it down, trying to reach the defense. Now to Caldwell. Back to Leedy. Leedy has no options. Now it's to Caroline Sampson. Sampson drives on Perry. Back out to the corner. Chapman feeds it back to Sampson. Pass down low to Allie Caldwell. And that's good for 2 more Zionsville points. Mackenzie Woods has it. Calls for a screen. And they're going to call a foul. As Keaton Gatlin draws it. Cannot push off those screens.
Very, very true. You cannot do that.
Pass down low to Gatlin. She can't get it to drop. Rebound Eagles. Allie Caldwell with it. Over to Chapman. Chapman down low. Caroline Sampson trying to work her way on the block. Shot is up. No good. Rebound Isabel Shepard. Carmel on a fast break now. Lauren Perry. Way too much room. And just short is Lauren Perry.
And although it didn't fall, you don't hate that shot for Carmel. She's been hitting those all night, and she should continue to take them.
Koresh gets one in the post. That's her game right there. Carmel needs to defend down in that post. They want to stop Brooke Koresh. Minute 40 to play here in the first half. Isabel Shepard on the wing. Get the screen for Keaton Gatlin. Top of the key, Mackenzie Woods. Short. Rebound Eagles. Faith Leedy with it. 1:20 to play. Leedy calls the play. Fed down low for Sampson. Back on the block. And another easy one for Brooke Koresh. Woods with it. She stutters. Now to Gatlin. Gatlin driving. Turns on the Jets. Cannot finish. Rebound Caroline Sampson. Now Caldwell with it.
Carmel really needs to clean it up here. They just saw that lead slip out of their hands after a good couple of minutes of play from Zionsville.
Caldwell feeds it down low. Picked up by Keaton Gatlin. Fast break. And a steal by Allie Caldwell. Caldwell with it. 30 seconds to play. Into the corner for Leedy. Back to Caldwell. 20 seconds. Caldwell with some good handles, and she draws a foul.
Carmel foul, Megan Long, her first team sort in the quarter.
12.8 to play. Inbound to Mackenzie Chapman. Chapman takes it herself. Calls for a pick. She's driving. And she can't finish. 1 second to shoot for Carmel. And Woods gets it off, but it is well short. That's how the first half ends. Carmel collapses mildly. And it's a 3-point lead for the Eagles.
Yep, just as you said, a 3-point lead for the Eagles. You know, Carmel had a lead there for a second, but they watched it fall out of their hands. Zionsville played a very disciplined second half of the second quarter, if that makes sense. And Carmel just not able to hit the shots they were in the beginning. But before we send it to Addy for our halftime show, let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll see you guys back here once the game starts back up again.
First Zionsville, 4 players have scored their 12. Caroline Sampson, 2 points on 2 rounds. Number 55, Boudouris, 6 points. Number 10, Allie Caldwell, 7 points on 1 foul. With the way for Zionsville, number 33, 10 points on 1 foul. Your halftime scores Zionsville 25, Carmel 22.
Good evening, Greyhounds. I'm back, Addy Modrall, for your halftime report. So far, Carmel has been racking it these 3-pointers in, with Lauren Perry leading with 15 points from all these 3-pointers. She has missed only 2 out of 7 attempts, and she's just been going off the charts, even though she hasn't been mentioned in our pre-game stats. So far, Mackenzie has been showing her rebounds through the game as well. Even one amazing rebound leading to a 2-point lead to the Greyhounds. Our points from Greyhounds have been from Izzy with her free throw, Mackenzie Woods with her 2 points, Mallory got 4 points total, and then of course Lauren Perry with her 20. Now with Zionsville, we have had some travel issues happen through these fouls as well, and their 2 leaders for their points are Koresh with 6 points and Chapman with 10. We shall see how this lays out for the second half and see how Lady Hounds can keep it up. Thank you.
I am Boudouris with Dashaun Barnes. Great to be with you. We've had a great back and forth game so far with these Greyhounds and Eagles. Dashaun, what are you thinking?
You know, it was a great game. I thought it'd be a little bit more high scoring, but just as I predicted, a very high paced, aggressive, intense game. You know, I really sort of expected Zionsville to bring it closer than it was in the beginning, because I didn't really think Carmel's fantastic three-point shooting was sustainable, as it proved not to be. And Zionsville was also just doing a much better job on the glass, which I have found is a recipe for success, especially in high school games. They're able to get multiple offensive rebounds and convert those into second chance points. But what else can you add quickly before this game starts?
Yeah, we've seen a great start from Lauren Perry. She's been shooting it all from behind the arc, but I think a secret hero for Zionsville so far has been Brooke Koresh. She's been coming off the bench, the only true center from both rosters, and she's been really the key to that comeback we saw late in the second half, where they would just work it down low and Brooke would work around her defender and put it in.
Yes, she's kind of secretly working the opposite way that Lauren Perry has been working. Lauren Perry is taking shots from outside the arc, opening up the interior game for Carmel, and she's taking shots inside the arc, opening up the perimeter game for Zionsville.
Carmel will get the ball here to start the second half. Kenzie Woods with it, taking her time. Picking up the pace a little bit. Now it's Borkwine. Fisher was driving. She was not open. Now it's Fisher. Now Shepard. Carmel just working around top of the key. Taryn Fisher has it. She's driving, finds too many defenders, works it back out to Borkwine.
Perry's got a mismatch down low.
Back with the point guard, Mackenzie Woods. Trying to find a way to get to Perry. Perry with it, and they'll call a reach in.
That's a good foul there. Huge height mismatch there. I'd rather take the foul than try to defend Perry in the post.
Faith Leedy called for the foul. Borkwine inbounds, gets it to Mackenzie Woods. And a better matchup now on Perry. Pass to Borkwine is interrupted and taken back by the Eagles. Emma Hahn with it. Allie Caldwell for three, and it's good. And Zionsville opens up scoring here in the second half.
And a good step-in three for Caldwell. That is her second three made, and her second three made in a great point of the game.
Borkwine's pass is wild, but it's saved by Shepard. Shepard goes straight up. No call, gets her own rebound. Misses once again. And Zionsville on the fast break slows it down. Hahn gets it in the corner. Shot by Caldwell is no good. Rebound by Chapman is no good. And Perry takes it back for the Hounds. She's got Shepard. Shepard down low, gets it back to Borkwine. Borkwine on the wing. Excellent move. Now to Fisher. Fisher driving. And gets past the mismatch for an and one.
And there we go. That is a bucket they needed. They really need to change the momentum here. A double-digit swing for the Eagles, coming back from that 5-point deficit, increasing it to a 6-point lead. But Fisher's at the line here to decrease that lead back down to 3.
Fisher does not complete the three-point play. Tries to get her own rebound, but there's too many Eagles there. Mackenzie Chapman with it. Cross half court. Now to Caldwell. Faith Leedy with it. Back to Caldwell, who's already made a three this half. Into the corner and out of bounds. There were no Eagles there. Faith Leedy was a little bit confused, so another turnover.
And we've seen a switch here on the Eagles offense. They're a little bit more accepting of taking that three-point shot. Before they were really trying to get it inside, but now they're not afraid to let it go from beyond the arc.
Mackenzie Woods gets a screen from Fisher. She goes straight up, cannot finish. Boarded up by the Eagles.
You can see Mackenzie's really frustrated there. Kind of story of her game tonight. Lots of good moves and open shots, but she's just not able to finish.
Emma Hahn puts it down for three more. And we'll push in the tempo now. Shepard from the corner. Now it's Fisher. Borkline with it. Working around her defender. Back to Fisher. And the pass is too high.
Lots of frustration here for the Hounds.
Keelan Gatlin
had the missed layup and then the turnover.
Keelan Gatlin checks back in, giving Mackenzie Woods a break. Emma Hahn with it. Now to Caldwell, into the corner for Leedy. Leedy brings it back out. Back in the court for Caldwell, trying to feed it down low to Koresh. And she'll go to the line. Koresh really had no shot there. Excellent defense by Borkwine, but just the absolute mismatch there, bringing Brooke Koresh to the line for 2 shots. She gets the first one. Koresh is perfect at the line. And a
Zionsville lead has quickly been extended to 9 points.
Borkline with it on the wing. She's driving into the corner. Isabel Shepard with it. She's got it poked away. Recovers it. Now Borkline had an open shot, did not take it. Tries to feed it down to Fisher. It's broken up and taken back by the Eagles. Faith Leedy on her left side. Caldwell calls for it. Now on the wing for Hahn. Her shot's no good. Out of bounds for Brooke Koresh. Tried to get the rebound. It was too far away. But like you said, a massive swing of the scoreboard and a 9-point lead from Zionsville. Not what you want to see here early in the second half.
Very, very true. And what I'm confused about is why Carmel isn't running their offense a little bit more through Perry. You know, she had 5 threes in the first half, shooting at about a 60-70% clip. I would give her some more shots here in the second half.
Shepard with some good handles, gets around her defender, and she draws a foul.
Zionsville foul on Faith Leedy. Her second, team's third in the court. Izzy Schiller at the line. Timeout, Carmel. It is a full.
Timeout's going to be called by Rick Riesinger. Trying to figure out where this Carmel offense goes from here with a very slow start in the second half.
And it seems like since Lauren Perry hit that 5th three, Carmel just has not been able to figure anything out on the offensive end. Zionsville took a timeout, and usually in situations like that, when you're running up the score and the other team calls a timeout, you know, you get the energy up, and it's easy to come back out there again and keep that momentum going. But that has not been the case for Carmel. Since that timeout, it has just not looked the same offensively.
Yeah, and part of the strength of Carmel's team in the first half was the defense, stopping Zionsville when they had the opportunities to. And so far, Zionsville's almost scored at will. Working on the wings, getting shots, working down low for Brooke Koresh. Lots of chances for Zionsville to score, and Carmel has not been able to stop most of them.
Very, very true. And that offensive prowess, combined with the other little things like the controlling the glass, getting lots of offensive rebounds, is what has led them to getting this comfortable lead in the halfway point of the third quarter.
Halfway through the third. Isabel Shepard shooting free throws. Rich the first one. She'll go 50% at the line this chance. Mackenzie Chapman takes it across the court. Guarded by Perry. Into the corner for Leedy. Leedy brings it back out to Chapman. Now Ali Caldwell slows it down, resets the offense. Doesn't get the screen. Fed down low. And a nice and easy 2 for Brooke Koresh.
And it looks like Carmel has switched into a zone, trying anything to stop Mackenzie Chapman, and nothing is working.
Taryn Fisher with it. Over to the wing for Shepard. Shepard driving. She goes up and gets 2 more. Shepard just beat her man and got an easy layup right there. Leedy is good for 3.
Zionsville extends the lead to 11 points. They've got 38 points. They've shifted from that slow offensive first quarter. Since then, they've really figured it out. I don't know what sort of adjustments Carmel can make. They just lack the size in there to stop the post game that the Eagles offer.
Yeah, I think both sides of the ball have to run through Lauren Perry, at least until Zionsville can figure that out, because she's been your hottest shooter. She has not touched the ball very much in the second half, and she's also your biggest defender. And so when you have Brooke Koresh down in the post, you want your biggest guy on there. So I think both the offense and the defense is a massive opportunity here for Lauren Perry to step up and see how she can lead this team.
Very, very true. I was confused about that. When they were running, it looked like they were in a 1-1-3 zone, and they had Perry in the middle. I don't understand why she's not down low.
Perhaps trying to stop the entry pass, but that's the only thing I can think of as to why you wouldn't put your big man on the center. Taryn Fisher gets it over to Jamie Elliott. Elliott pump fakes a couple times. Now to Keaton Gatlin. Shepard calls for it down low. It's batted away. And a fast break now for Chapman. Chapman pulls up for two. Just short. Rebound Koresh. Gets it back out to Leedy. Guarded well by Fisher. Leedy, excellent handles. Pass is batted away by Perry. And it'll be Carmel ball.
And Carmel's last possession is an exact example of what I'm talking about. Carmel just isn't running their offense through Perry as I would expect them to. You know, down on the block, they had two options to either pass it down low or give it to Perry. And that's the second time in a row they've chosen to pass it down low, and it's been stolen.
Taryn Fisher running the offense. She drives and is stopped by Koresh. Back out, top of the key for Lauren Perry. Swung around. And a three by Izzy Shepard's no good. Back to her, and she draws the foul. She'll go to the line.
And that's just what I'm talking about here. I don't want to be repetitive, but when Perry's got the ball, it seems like good things are happening for Carmel. Even though she didn't even take the shot, she draws lots of attention, which opens up her teammates to take open shots.
Yeah, great swing pass by Lauren Perry, giving Shepard the opportunity here to go to the line. She makes the first one. And Mackenzie Woods checks back in, some much-needed help for the Hounds, giving Lauren Perry a breather.
Now I wonder how Carmel is going to stop the postgame here without Perry or Gatlin on the court.
Shepard's perfect from the line. Caldwell with it now. Gets around her defender. She pulls up and is well short. Rebound by Mackenzie Woods, but it bounces off her out of bounds. It'll stay right here for Zionsville. Caldwell inbounding. Gets to Chapman. Chapman back out. Shot by Hahn is good for three. And Zionsville extending this lead. Mackenzie Woods with it. Now to Elliott. Elliott for three. Too strong. Rebound by Shepard. And it's batted out of bounds for a Carmel possession.
And it seems like Carmel is trying to turn it up just a little bit more. They know that this game can quickly slip out of their hands if they keep allowing possessions like that.
Carter with it. Into the corner for Shepard. Shepard trying to work around her defender. Some excellent handles. Shot by Carter is no good. Rebound Woods. She goes straight up and draws a foul. 91 seconds here to play in the third. Mackenzie Woods going to the line. And a lot of ground to make up right now for the Hounds.
Very true. Just about 9.5 minutes left to play and 12 points to make up. She really needs to hit these at the line to give her team a chance.
She misses the first one. That does put Carmel in the bonus for the rest of the game. Elliott will take a seat. Chapman with it. Slows it down. Picking up the pace now, gets around her defender. Backing out top of the key for Allie Caldwell. She feeds it down low. The pass is too strong, it's Carmel ball. Cindy Bonds gets a couple minutes, but back to the bench for her. Taryn Fisher with it, top of the key. 1 minute to play here in the third. Over to Elliott. Back to Woods. Woods taking her time. Gets the screen she wants. Driving. Now Shepard with it. On the wing. She pulls up for three, and it's no good. Out of bounds, it'll go back towards the Eagles. And this Carmel team, they found a lot of strength in the first half from their shooting. And so far, we have seen very few attempts from behind the arc so far in the second half.
Very true, and that still confuses me. You know, you obviously don't want to go to something too much, but if it's not broken, I don't see why you try to fix it. I don't understand why they're not taking more shots just like they did in the first half.
Emma Hahn with it, taking her sweet time. 20 seconds to play in the third. Fisher guarding very loosely. Hahn calls for a play. Double team coming. Now back to Caldwell. Caldwell driving. She makes a great move. Cannot finish. And that's how the third quarter ends as the clock expires. Zionsville tried a last-minute play, and it just did not work out. But Carmel has dug themselves into an 11-point hole going into the fourth quarter. Dashaun, what are you seeing?
You know, I mean, I'm confused about a couple of things, especially on that last play. You know, Zionsville's playing for the last shot, but you're down by 11 points. There's no shot clock in high school basketball. I don't understand why they're not pressing the ball there. They're letting their whole play get set up. You know they've got a play ran for that last set. I don't get why you don't press the ball there. There's a lot of things I'm confused about, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But we'll see if they can turn it around here in the last 8 minutes of this game.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like there needs to be more of a sense of urgency from this Carmel team. There's a pretty decent deficit. Only 8 minutes to play now, so we'll see if they can pick up the pace, try to, force that quick shot and just crawl back as quickly as they can.
Very true. It seems like Carmel has nearly accepted defeat. They're playing like there's a lot more than 8 minutes left on that clock.
And they're playing like it's a much closer game than it really is.
Very, very true.
Eagles will start the fourth quarter with the ball. Chapman doing the inbound. On with it. Guarded by Fisher. Now to Leedy. Chapman with it. Now driving and not finishing is Emma Hahn. Rebound by Carmel. Lauren Perry with it. Swung into the corner. Borkwine has it. Now to Perry. Perry on the wing. Now Fisher. Fisher resets at the top of the key. Borkwine with it. Fisher calls for it. And a wild pass by Mallory Borkwine and another Carmel turnover.
And although that possession did end up in a turnover, you're finally seeing that sense of urgency that we were looking for in the last 2 quarters. Let's see if they can turn this game around here. Not that much time left to play though.
Sampson gives it back to Hahn. Hahn driving, now to Caldwell. Fed down low, interrupted by Lauren Perry. She's driving now. And her pass will be kicked by Allie Caldwell, staying right here for Carmel ball.
And Carmel made the adjustment I thought they should have made a long time ago, putting Perry down low. Those are the type of plays she can make on the defensive end.
Inbound to Mackenzie Woods. Now it's Perry. Perry pulls up, just too strong. Rebounded by Sampson. She's pushing the tempo now. Trying to drive down low. Triple teamed. Back out. And 2 more points for Caroline Sampson.
And that's just another just unaware play by Carmel. There's 3 white jerseys down there, and somehow they end up with that ball off the deflection.
Borkline with it. Now to Ava Carter. Carter on the wing. Gets it out to Woods. Woods on the opposite wing now. Brings it back to the top of the key. Finds Fisher. Fisher drives. They're going to call a foul on the floor. Taryn Fisher draws. Taryn Fisher is the most physical player on this basketball court. She's not afraid to drive on a player who is bigger than her, and we're really seeing that here. She draws the foul and keeps the ball in Carmel's hands.
Very true. She does draw lots and lots of fouls as she delivers a beautiful pass down low for an easy 2 points.
Ava Carter gets on the board now. Faith Leedy has it on the wing. Leedy brings it back out. Play is called by the coach. Now Caldwell with it. Gets it back to Leedy. Now Chapman. Leedy with it. Wide open behind the arc. She does not shoot. And Zionsville will call a timeout. 5:51 to play. Already 2 minutes gone and not a whole lot of scoring from either side.
Very true. And this is just another moment where, I mean, it's just a lack of urgency for Carmel. You know, you're down more points than minutes. And if Zionsville wanted to, with the type of defense Carmel's giving them, they could dribble out the rest of the shot clock. They need to press the ball. You are down by lots of points. You're down by 11 points. You're not going to get those points back if you're just waiting for Zionsville to make a mistake.
Yeah, we're not quite seeing the close game that we saw in the first half. Carmel's still down 11. 5:51 to play. And hopefully we'll see sort of that first unit from the Hounds playing for the rest of this game after this timeout. Keeping those hot hands on the court. But like we've been saying, there has to be a sense of urgency, trying to just chip away as quickly as you can, because this Eagles team is really pushing the envelope in.
Zionsville will inbound the ball.
Zionsville inbounding, as you said, on their side. Emma Hahn with it, takes it from the backcourt. Passed out to Caldwell on the wing. Trying to find Leedy. She's heavily defended. Now to Mackenzie Chapman. Chapman gets to Hahn. Hahn feeding down low to Caldwell. Caldwell trying to work the post. She gets her shot blocked by Borkwine. Borkwine pushing tempo now. Now it's Lauren Perry. Now to Ava Carter. Into the corner for Shepard. Shepard driving. Borkwine with it. Loses the handle, gets it back. Now it's Shepard. She pulls up for 3. Just rims out. And they're going to call a jump ball. It'll stay right here. I thought that was in.
I really did too. That is an unlucky roll. Usually it's an unlucky bounce. You don't see a lot of shots like that go out.
Tiana Bryant checks in. She gets the ball. Now to Borkwine. Borkwine thought about it. Gets it back to Mackenzie Woods. Woods driving. Now to Bryant. Bryant driving. She gets it poked away for another Carmel turnover. Chapman slows it down for the Eagles. Gets it over to Faith Leedy. Now Caroline Sampson. Allie Caldwell had an open shot, just taking her time. Pass is broken up and taken away by Isabel Shepard. Shepard driving. She draws the foul. She'll go to the line. 11-point deficit still for the Hounds. 4:37 to play. And Isabel Shepard with a chance to cut that to single digits.
Carmel's done an impressive job defensively. That's what you want to do on that side of the ball when it comes to pulling off comebacks like that. But they just can't get it going on the offensive side of the ball.
First free throw from Shepard's been no good. That's been an issue all night for Carmel, is the free throw shooting. Carmel will put rebounders in. They don't typically do that. Second free throw is no good, and an offensive rebound by Mallory Borkwine, and she draws a foul.
And that's why I'm confused. Like, I'm saying it over and over again. It's just a lack of sense of urgency. Those are the type of plays you can make when you have rebounders down there. And Zionsville really hasn't been that impressive in the transition, so I don't understand why they haven't been doing that this whole second half.
Borkwine checks out. Passes inbound to Mackenzie Woods. Woods taking her time. Now Megan Ham. Ham brings it back out. Back to Mackenzie Woods. Woods gets the screen from Perry. Woods driving. Back out to Shepard. Shepard's shot is airballed. Bouncing off the foot of Mackenzie Chapman, and it stays Carmel ball. Shepard gets the inbound. Now to Woods. Fed over to Bryant. Perry on the corner. Back to Bryant, top of the key. Now Mackenzie Woods. She has space to shoot. She chooses not to. Now Lauren Perry. Isabel Shepard driving, brings it back out. Shot is up from Mackenzie Woods, and it's good.
And that's the shot they needed there in that moment. Let's see if they can flip the script here.
A much-needed three from Mackenzie Woods. And driving on the other side is Mackenzie Chapman with a very quick answer from the Eagles. Timeout called by Carmel, 3:34 to play. And a full timeout with a chance to really figure out where this team's going for the last chapter of this ball game.
Zionsville's been up 10. They've been around in that 8 to 13 point lead range for nearly the whole game. Once they took that lead, they've been holding it well. And although they're not breaking away, they've had this lead comfortably for most of the second half. Going to take a lot here from Carmel to break through this lead.
Lauren Perry is still the leading scorer for Carmel with 15 first half points. She has none thus far in the second half.
And now with time running out, I'm curious to see if Carmel's offense will change at all. They'll have the ball here. They just hit a big three last possession to sort of keep them in this game, and they're probably going to need another one or at least a basket here to keep them in this ball game.
It is Carmel possession. 3.5 to go. Woods with it. Get the screen from Lauren Perry. Now Borkwine on the wing. She drives. Shakes away a defender. Back out to Fisher. Fisher for three. No good. Rebound Leedy. Now Emma Hahn with it.
And this is when Carmel needs to press. There's only 3 minutes left, and letting them get set isn't going to help you at all.
Hahn taking her time with no shot clock. Driving. Gets it out. Mackenzie Chapman. Mackenzie Chapman cannot finish. And rebound by Woods. Woods pushes the tempo, and her pass is way too strong for Borkwine. It'll be another Carmel turnover. Keaton Gatlin checks back in, and Mackenzie Woods, who's considered one of Carmel's best players, will check out for what could be assumed to be the last 2 minutes of the game. Koresh with it, feeds it down low, but the pass misses her target.
And these are the benefits here of a press. I feel like if they've been running it a bit longer, it would have been more beneficial. They force lots of turnovers when they run this press, and they should continue to keep running.
Ava Carter returns, and Taryn Fisher, another cornerstone piece, will take a seat. Isabel Shepard brings it past center court, over to Borkwine. Gatlin calling for it down in the post. She does not get it. Borkwine with it on the wing. Now to Carter. Carter gets it back to Borkwine. Borquine driving. Back out to Shepard. Shepard for three. No good. Rebound, Leedy. Leedy pumps the brakes. She draws a foul.
And a bucket here would nearly steal this game. It's just but all about written here, the Eric Clark Activity Center. Carmel would need a very, and I mean very strong late push to make this game any sort of contest.
Deanna Bryant and Megan Hom are returning. Hoping to maybe make a last-second effort for the Hounds. Kenzie Chapman with it. Now to Caldwell. It's back to Emma Hahn. The Eagle point guard driving with an open lane. She cannot finish. Rebound by Gatlin. 1:45 to play. Perry with it. Now to Borquine. And Borquine draws the foul. Now, I know it's a 10-point game. It feels a bit out of reach, but there is no reason that Carmel shouldn't shoot open threes with this much desperation.
That is very true. You know, it's nearly never over in basketball, especially in high school basketball. Lots of turnovers can be made, lots of mistakes can be made, and lots of crazy shots can be made. I don't think you should give up until that final buzzer is sound.
Carmel takes another timeout, hopefully to talk about basketball.
I hope so.
They're choosing to not take open threes, so we'll see what Coach Riesinger's cooking up right now with 1:42 to play. That's 102 seconds, Dashaun.
Thanks for letting me know, Noah. 102 seconds to make up a 10-point deficit here. Let's see what Carmel can do.
Zionsville has committed 4 fouls thus far, so 1 away from putting Carmel in the bonus. But from the way Carmel's been shooting free throws, not sure if you want that. Zionsville's back on the court, ready to play. Borquine will do the inbound. Gets it over to Ham. And with the top of the key, back to Borquine. Now to Carter. In the corner for Gatlin. Now Lauren Perry with it. Gets it back to Borquine. Borquine with an excellent spin move. Ham with it. Into the corner for Gatlin. Gatlin's got some open space. Brings it back to the top of the key. Now Borquine with it. She's driving. She pulls up for a long 2. And it's no good. Rebound by Faith Leedy. Just over a minute to play. Leedy with it. And she draws a foul. Tiana Bryant back in the game for the Hounds. We see Brooke Koresh back in for the Eagles.
This is the first thing he's ever said.
Chapman has it, taken to the backcourt. Less than a minute to play. We got a whistle blown for something that was not related to the basketball. They're going to call a foul on Tiana Bryant, off ball. As Mackenzie Woods checks back in for what can only be described as garbage time.
Yeah, just 55 seconds left in this game, down 10. This game is all but wrapped up.
Inbound to Chapman. She can just dribble around as much as she wants, and she draws a foul. Carmel's 4th foul committed, so 1 more needed to put the Eagles on the line. Passed into Faith Leedy. Leedy gets it back out to Chapman. And that 5th foul will be called.
And that was a very impressive job done by the Eagles, able to hold on to the ball for that long. They've done a great job of that all night, just slashing seconds off of the shot clock, which added up to minutes, which is why, although they didn't have the most crazy offensive producing second half, they were still able to hold on to the lead for the whole game.
First free throw from Chapman is good. Chance to go 2 for 2 here. She will not get the second free throw. Perry gets the rebound. 40 seconds to play. Woods with it. Now Shepard for 3. No good. Rebound Woods. Back out to Perry. Shepard again for 3. She gets it that time. 8-point lead for the Eagles. 20 seconds to play. Full court press from the Greyhounds, and a foul will be drawn by Faith Leedy. She'll go to the line.
Her first penalty defense. Faith Leedy at the line. Shooting 2.
First shot from Leedy's no good. So no matter what happens here, the deficit will be single digits for the Hounds. Second free throw is good. Woods with it with 15 seconds to play. Carter pulls up for 3. Short, no good. Rebound by the Eagles. No reason to foul here. And they will anyway with 2.6 to play. So, 2 more free throws from Mackenzie Chapman to close the book on the Hounds tonight.
And for the first 2 quarters, it was a heavily contested game. But after that third quarter and after this nearly complete stop of Carmel perimeter offense when it comes to shooting beyond the arc, the Eagles were able to take advantage of Carmel's lack of offensive production and just really take the top off the game and then just ride comfortably into the end of this game. And with just 1 more possession left for Carmel, that'll do it. Zionsville 49, Carmel 38. And with that, the Greyhounds are falling to 2-2, and the Eagles will improve to 4-1. Is there anything else you'd like to add here, Noah?
Yeah, I mean, we saw an excellent first half. We knew that. We saw the Lauren Perry 15 points in the first half, all from 3-point attempts, but I don't think we saw a 3-point attempt from Perry in the second half. So there's a lot to figure out from this Carmel team is if you're going to feed that hot hand, you got to keep feeding it until it goes cold. And I didn't see it go cold ever until she decided to stop shooting. So Carmel's offense goes flaccid in the second half. The defense equally weak. A very close first half, like we mentioned. But Zionsville able to take control and show that they are the better team as they are now 4-1, and Carmel has dropped to a 500 record of 2-2.
Very, very true. And although the scoreboard doesn't really show it, for a decent amount of time, this was a close-fought game. Not the worst loss for the Greyhounds, but this is going to be all for me and Noah here tonight. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to send it down back to Addy for a post-game player interview.
6 points. Number 5, Izzy Shepard, 9 points. Leading the way tonight for Modrall is number 20, Warren Perry, finishing at 15 points. Carmel falls to 2-2 on the season of the reaction on 2 from Saturday. As they travel to Fort Wayne to take on the Carroll Chargers with JD Zionsville at noon. Varsity action following. The Lady Greyhounds return here to the Unicorn Activity Center on Tuesday, November 21st, as they face happy rival Noblesville with JV tip time at 6 p.m. and varsity action following. Tonight's scoring for Zionsville, number 3, Faith Leedy, 4 points.